an easy pose cross-legged, unless you need to stretch your legs out in front, touching your index finger and thumb together, lengthening through your spine and softening your shoulders back as you close your eyes, taking big, deep, equanimous breaths with an equal inhale to expand the belly, the lungs fill up. As you exhale, softening down through your body, drawing lower belly in. Keeping that revolving round as I start to tell you about one of the main guidelines in yoga is Ahimsa. Ahimsa translates as non-violence, and this means non-violence to yourself, with your thoughts, with your inner dialogue, and with your practice of how you move your body and staying in a balance of being at your best but not over pushing, being with awareness to what's right for you in the moments during your class. And also ahimsa, non-violence to others, to all living beings and all people. As yoga cultivates this within us, it's the first of the yamas in yoga, which was written in ancient texts by Patanjali. In the Yoga Sutras, there are 10 guidelines, and these are yamas, our own personal guidelines, and niyamas, the guidelines to be in growth with others. So the first one is ahimsa, and this is for ourselves and for growth with others, with non-violence. So we'll move with this tonight, moving with the inspiration of ahimsa, to be with peace inside and to be in peace in the world. Taking one more breath, please. Let's practice Aloma Viloma now, alternate nostril breath. So we take our right thumb up to our right nostril, first two fingers up to your third eye, your elbow out in front and along to your spine. Inhaling through your left nostril, filling up. Exhale, press into your left nostril with your ring finger and exhale through your right. Inhale through right, filling up. Exhale through left, smoothing out. Inhale through left, through your feminine yin moon side. Exhale through right, your masculine yang sun side. Inhale through right, filling up the center of your brain and your crown. Exhale through left, and imagining that you're sending the energy down to the outer left hip and to the ground. Inhale through this left side, imagining drawing a triangle line from the outer left hip ground area up to the top of your head and beyond. Exhale through right as you draw this triangle down through the right side to the outer right hip. Inhale through your right side, filling up, shining through this triangle. Exhale through left. Inhale through left for the last time, filling up and shining this triangle up to the crown of your head, an upward pointing triangle. Exhale through right, lowering down with your energy, grounding to the earth. Inhale through right, filling up, shining through. And then lowering your hand as you either keep your eyes closed or slightly open to observe both nostrils, that practice of pranayama, how you feel now, as it calms the mind, the hemispheres, the emotions, and the energy systems, the nadis. Breathing through both nostrils. Noticing the sound of your breath. Let's cross our legs the opposite way, crossing your back foot to the front now. Moving your hands to your knees, seated cat-cow. With an inhale, lift your heart, shoulders back. As you exhale, rounding, drawing lower belly in and tilting the pelvis. Inhale to lift up and lengthen again, lifting your heart. Exhale to round, moving with your breath, rocking your spine. Inhale to lift up, lengthening, awakening your spine. Exhale to round, your lower belly in. Feel the spread across your shoulders. One more time. Inhale to lift up, lengthen, press the ground. Exhale to round, tilting the pelvis and feeling the back of the hips. Inhale to a flat back. We'll take a simple twist. With an inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, turn to your left, dropping your left hand to right knee. Sorry, turn to your right baby, or whichever side you turn to, it's fine. Looking over that back shoulder, looking round to the back. Inhale, come up to center, and we'll go to the other side. Looking over that back shoulder, breathing through the back of the body. Inhale, come up to center, and then we'll fold forwards, softening your hands down to the ground or your forearms if you can fold a bit more. Feel the shoulders moving back and down, back. Heart, lengthen your heart forward. One more breath, feeling into the back of the sacrum, the lower back and the hips. Inhale, reach the hands up to the sky. Let's drop our left hand, right hand up to a diagonal, reaching up to the fingertips. Look up, lift heart and gaze. Now let's circle this arm round, backwards a little bit at first. Ease the shoulder and then round across the front of your body. Circling it 3 to 5 times on this side. Maybe bending the elbow as you do so. And then going over to the other side, reaching your left hand up and over. Pause it for a moment, feeling, pressing the ground away. Lift up to your fingertips. Creating your circles, easing the shoulder back and round with the hand. Big circles. Softening your shoulders, your face, your neck. One more. And then let's come to center. Let's interlace the hands behind now. Press the palms and the heels of the hands towards each other. Feel the shoulder blades drawing together. And press your hands just back to the space behind you or to the floor. Lift your heart, looking up slightly to lengthen through. You can stay here or with forward fold. As we exhale, take the body forward, hands at the back, lift away from the lower back. Or they can rest down to your lower back. Soften your face, your jaw, your neck. One more breath. And then slowly coming up. Let's shrug out our shoulders a few times. We'll take it onto our hands and knees. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Have a little sway from side to side as you spread your fingers, pressing the pads of the hands down, the finger and thumb tips. Noticing the thumbs and the inner seams of your arms, the little fingers and the outer seams of your arms. Feeling down to the feet and the toes, pressing the toes to the ground. Let's lengthen forwards for one round of cat-cow. And we'll hold our cow now for a few breaths. So lifting your heart, send your hips back, lengthen through your spine. Feel from the lower back and then draw up through your lower belly to activate the pelvis with strength and stability. Exhale, let's round now and hold for a few breaths. Press the ground away with your hands, arch your shoulders, your spine.
Feel the shoulder blades moving away from each other. And draw up through your lower belly again. Noticing the front of your pelvis tilting forward and your tailbone lengthening down. As you press to the feet, inhale, come forward to a flat back. Let's tuck our toes under now, lift the knees off the ground, hovering tabletop, staying here for a few breaths in stillness or moving one knee to the upper arm and go from side to side a few times. Then let's press back and up for downward facing dog, pedaling out the feet, bending one knee as the other heel presses down. Lifting up through your arms, your armpits are actively lifting, activating the side muscles around your shoulders to stabilize and strengthen your shoulder girdle. Lengthen through the sides of the body and the spine. Moving the hips back as you bend your knees, feel into the tilt of the pelvis back and your inner thighs. Following your lower belly again, as you come to down dog, trying to remember to lift up through the lower belly, as it really helps to activate your body corresponding to your core and to massage all the internal organs, to give them a big massage during your practice as well with your breath. So keep on lifting up through your lower belly and your down dog. With an inhale, looking forward to plank, straighten the legs back, press to the feet. Notice the heels, the thighs, your hips. Lift through the spine to the shoulders. Activate both hands with balance. Exhale, let's lower down knees, chest, chin, and check that our shoulders don't lower more than our elbows. We're not dipping down right to the ground. We're staying at a 90 degrees level, parallel with our shoulders, equal to the elbows. Then bring the heart forward. You may want to drop down and just have a little rest after that. And look from side to side with the elbows bent in a low cobra. And as we just swing from side to side, let's ease our neck, our shoulders. Coming up for your cobra now, we'll do 3 rolls up. So check that your front of your thighs are down to the mat. Inhale, lift the heart, bend the elbows into the sides of it. Exhale, lower down, twice more. Inhale, lift the heart, shoulders back if possible. Exhale, lower down. Once more, inhale, lift the heart, feet are pressing, activate your glutes, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, lower down. Let's tuck the toes under, press it back to child's pose. Moving your hips back to your heels. Resting with the hands over the head. Come up onto your fingertips and just have a little sway from side to side. Noticing your hips, the sides of the body, the spine, your shoulders, your face. Bringing your palms together. Drop the prayer to the back of your head, your neck area. Feel the upper arms and around the shoulders. Relaxing your jaw. Setting your intention. And possibly this is with Ahimsa, non-violence, to be more aware of when we're thinking in any negative ways to ourselves or to others. And then bring the hands forward, walk them towards the top of the mat, getting ready for down dog as you press the ground away. Have a little pedal out of your feet and your downward facing dog. And then let's walk the feet forward to the top of the mat. Coming up onto our toe tips, lift the heart forward. Move your hands far forward as you can, maybe onto your fingertips, and you're looking forwards. And lift the heels up, knees can be bent. Feel the back of the shins, the back of the heels, the Achilles and the calves, and the shins at the front. And then exhale, lower down with your heels. You can then lift the toes up Stretch out the shins and the calves in a different way. Looking forward still. And placing the toes down, let's forward fold. Bending our knees, taking opposite elbows with the hands, have a sway from side to side. Dropping all the weight out of your body, dropping to your head and letting your face relax. Feel as if your head is really heavy with your shoulders. And then maybe shrugging the shoulders up and around a few times. Maybe shaking your head lightly yes and no a few times to release any neck or jaw tension. Have a sigh as you bend the knees. Feel the tilt of the pelvis, the inner thighs again. Press to the feet. Feel the toes and the weight towards the toes as you lift your hips up a bit more for the last breath. And then let's look forward, release the hands, start to sway them forward and back. Bounce on your ankles and coming up with bent knees, bouncing as you swing your arms. And we'll just swing out a few times to get some buoyancy, some space in our joints before we start. Great, let's come to stillness now, hands to your heart. Firming your feet down into Tadasana mountain pose. Lengthen up through your spine to the crown of the head. Soften your shoulders back and let's just close our eyes to check in with the weight of our body evenly with your intention and your focus, balancing the feet, lifting up through the shins, your knees, your thighs, lengthening through your body, lifting to the crown of your head. We start with Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salutation A with a lunge like usual. Inhale, reach the hands high, looking up. Exhale, forward fold as you bend the knees and lower. Inhale to look forward to a flat back, lift up halfway. Exhale, hands down, stepping back with the right foot, right knee down. Feel low lunge and reaching the hands up. Hands can be shoulder width together or interlaced with index finger pointing up. Have an extra breath here, pressing the ground away. Feel from the feet through the legs. Exhale, hands down, step it back to plank. Knees can be down in your plank to help you. And then lowering knees, chest, chin, elbows in. Checking the shoulders don't lower than the elbows again. Inhale, lift the heart for cobra. Shoulders back, slight bend in the elbows. Exhale, taking it back to downward facing dog. You can stay in stillness or pedal it out. Either way, we're always checking in with our breath. Big, deep, equanimous breaths. And as we sound our breath through our nostrils, we create this moving meditation. And the breath is called Ujjayi breath when you sound your breath. Ujjayi means victorious, the victory of calming your mind and centering with your breath. Inhale, lifting right foot up to the sky. Exhale, draw the knee in, step it forward, top of the mat. Low lunge again with the left knee down, reaching hands up when you're ready, choosing the hand option. Lengthening, lifting your heart, your gaze, feel the legs. One more breath. Exhale, hands down, stepping forwards with an inhale, looking forwards, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold, lift lower belly and shoulders. Inhale, rise up to the top, reaching up, looking up. Exhale, folding down again as you bend your knees and bow. Inhale, look forward to a flat back, lifting up halfway. Exhale, stepping left foot back. Now you can choose low or high lunge, your choice. Hands can stay down with the back knee lifted, or hands up to the sky. Choose your hand options if they're above your head. Feel the legs from the toes, the feet, through the lower legs, the knees, up through the thighs and the hips, lengthening to the sky. Exhale, hands down, step it back to plank with an inhale, press the ground away. Exhale, lowering knees, chest, chin, or press up if you like to power up. Inhale, lift your heart for cobra, lengthening from the toes. Exhale, back to downward facing dog as you stretch it out. Feel the hands shoulder width apart or fingers spread. Pressing the pads of the hands down, lengthening through the body. Feel to the feet, spreading the toes a little bit away from each other. Firming the balls of the feet down. Pressing the heels towards the mat, activating your inner arches. Inhale, lift the left foot up to the sky. Exhale, draw the knee in, step it forward, top of the mat. Low or high lunge, again, your choice. Hands can be down or lifted. Breathing through. Soften your shoulders, lift your heart. Feel through the leg line again. One more breath. And then exhale, hands down, stepping forwards with an inhale. Looking forwards, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold, lift lower belly and shoulders. Inhale, rise up to the top, looking up, pressing to the feet. Exhale, bowing down again. Let's rest for a moment, interlace our hands behind the back, and either lift the hands up or lower them to the lower back if you need to rest. Feel into the knees bent a little bit and the weight to the front of the feet again. As you lower your head down and lift the hands up perhaps, feeling the shoulder stretch. Feel the legs. One more breath. Exhale, let's release the hands just in front of the feet, beneath the head. Lift the right hand up and start to circle it round, 3 big circles. You can bend the knees and maybe the left knee bends quite a lot as you turn and circle this right arm around. Great, let's go to the other side, lifting the left hand up, 3 big circles when you're ready. Breathing through. Lowering both hands down, bring the feet together so big toes are touching. Prepare for chair pose. Inhale, lift the hands forward. Bend the knees and the hips back. Feel the inner seams of the legs, the shins again and the heels. Lift up through your core. Exhale, hands to heart. We're going to try twisted chair. As you take the left elbow over to your right knee, you can have it on top of the thigh area or to the side of the thighs to make it harder. Trying to turn the heart to the sky and the right shoulder back. One more breath. Feel the legs and the spine. Well done. Inhale to center. Let's stand all the way up to the top to have a break. Exhale, squat down, again bending the knees, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach the right elbow over to the outer left knee or thigh area or on top of the knee. It was like that before. Looking over the left shoulder, turning on this side, feeling the legs. One more breath, well done. And then inhale, rise up to the top. Interlace your hands, move your feet hip distance apart, and just stretch it out with the palms facing up to the sky. Have a breath through. Let's take swaying palm tree, so hands go to one side, hips to the other, and then move to the other side when you're ready. Just keep on swaying, a palm tree. One more time each side, ending on the opposite side you didn't start with, please. Great, let's return to our flow. Inhale, reach the hands up above the head. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, look forward to a flat back, lift up halfway. Exhale, stepping the right foot back, low or high lunge, again your choice. Reaching hands overhead, let's drop the left hand to the back space or the back of the right thigh. We're lifting up your right hand more, the fingers active. Feel from the toes all the way through to the fingers. Lift your heart, your gaze. Exhale, let's take this right hand down, left hand lifts up, and you can either be with the back knee down or lift it again for this. Feel into your revolved twist and the left outer hip. If the back knee is lifted, press to the back heel. One more breath, looking up to the left thumb. Exhale, hands down. Let's pause for a moment, lifting up the back knee if you had that down. And then take the back knee down, flex the left toes for half splits, Ardha Hanumanasana. We'll stay here for 3 breaths, lengthening over the left leg. Hands can be forward or towards you. Notice if you swayed quite a lot over to the right and just need to centralize your hips to the mat and the left hip is behind the left heel, or more or less. Go over to the left a little bit more. One more breath. We'll link this with our low lunge now. Flattening the foot, inhale, reach the hands up to the sky. Exhale, hands down and flex the foot, lowering the hips back and bowing the body forwards. Twice more. Inhale, lift up and lengthen, hands up to the sky. Exhale, hands down, flex the foot and bow forwards. Once more, inhale, press the feet to the ground. Exhale, hands down, flexing this left foot and feeling the back line. Bring the hands to frame the left foot, tuck the right toes under, stepping back to plank with an inhale, press the ground away. Exhale, lowering through your vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart forward for cobra. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths as you settle with your equanimous breath again. The balance of strength and softness, softening your face, your jaw, feeling your arms, your legs strong, through the body, lifting the lower belly, drawing it in. Inhale, let's lift right foot up to the sky, please. Exhale, step it forward to the top of the mat. Low or high lunge, your choice, reaching hands up. And then dropping the right hand to the back space or to touch the left thigh at the back. Feel the left hand lifted through from the toes to the fingers again. Lifting your heart, your gaze, enjoy your breath. Exhale, left hand down, right hand lifts up into a twist. The back knee can be down or lifted again. Do what you did on the other side. And as we revolve, return, looking to this right thumb. Maybe the back knee is lifted and you're pressing to the back heel as well again. One more breath. Exhale, hand down. Pause for a moment as you frame the foot. Level your body. Lift up the back knee. Activate the legs. And then exhale, placing the left knee down, flexing the right toes for Ardha Hanumanasana on this side. Runner's lunge or half splits as we stretch out the back of the calf, the hamstring. Notice if you sway to the left a bit and you need to straighten again. Get into your awareness with Ahimsa, non-violence, to be with your best, and to be with compassion. One more breath, lengthening forwards over the leg. And then flattening the foot with an inhale, reach the hands up to the sky. Exhale, hands down, flex the toes, hips back and bowing forwards. Twice more. Inhale, flatten the foot, lift up and lengthen. Exhale, hands down as you wave back, flexing the foot. One more time. Inhale, lifting, press the ground away. Exhale, hands down as you lower, breathing through. Inhale, flatten the foot, frame the hands to shoulder width, tuck the left toes under, back to plank when you're ready. Inhale to press the ground away. Exhale, lowering your own style, chaturanga with straight legs on knees, chest, chin. Inhale, lift the heart, feel from the toes all the way through. If you had your straight leg variation of chaturanga, you're going to up dog now with the knees lifted. Or if you have the knees, chest, chin, you'd probably be in cobra. So we'll practice up dog, but let's lower down first of all. We'll just have a rest. Crossing on forearms, take the feet over the legs and sway them from side to side. Check which forearms over the other, as we'll cross them the other way next time we come to crocodile. Let's just practice Sphinx and Seal to warm our spine up, and then we'll progress from there. So elbows underneath your shoulders, firm the hands down, wriggle onto the front of the thighs and the front of the feet. Lengthen from the toes, through the leg line, lift your glutes, lengthen through the spine, lifting your heart, soften your shoulders back. Face is level with the jaw level to the ground. We're looking with a soft gaze. The soft gaze is called drishti, helps us to soften our view of ourselves, of the world. And as we breathe into the softness with the balance of strength, you breathe into opening with fullness, with wholeness. One more big breath. You can either lower down and rest, crossing your opposite arm in crocodile, or we're going to press the ground away now and come to seal. Moving the fingers a little bit at diagonal from the thumb and the index finger form of V to the front of the mat. And you can move the hands back towards you a little bit, getting a bit higher as you lift up. Press the toes down, feet can be a bit wider than normal if that helps your lower back. And as you lift up, lift your heart. If you're resting in your crocodile or sphinx, just enjoying that. You don't need to press up to seal. It's just a bit more of an advancement, a different back bend. One more breath, lifting your heart. And then exhale, lowering down. Let's rest in crocodile, crossing the opposite forearm on top. Resting your head, your jaw, have a sigh, sway your feet. So the Sphinx and Seal is similar to Cobra and Up Dog. And Up Dog is just about moving your heart forward a bit more and lengthening your spine as your knees lift up the mat. So let's try Cobra. Cobra said that your hands are underneath your shoulders, fingers all facing forwards and spread apart, activating all the fingers down and the thumbs to the ground. Press the front of the thighs to the mat, have a shuffle again in the front of the feet, and then lifting up. Slight bend in the elbows until we get a bit warmer, and then we start to straighten and lift up a bit more. The thighs are down on the ground with the knees for our Cobra. And this is where the hands are practically where we lower down from our plank, so it's easier to connect to Cobra with our vinyasas. But let's try Up Dog now. So Up Dog, traditionally your hands are a bit further down, so they're down to the sides of the ribs. And then as you lift up into Cobra, press the ground away and lift the knees off the mat so you're on your feet, looking forwards, lengthening through. So notice when you're up here that the shoulders are over the wrists and you're kind of in this more lifted variation, just like Sphinx and Seal that we've done. Let's lower down all the way and rest again. Crossing your opposite forearm in crocodile. Sway from side to side. We'll just practice both of those again so you can feel the difference in your body. And when we continue with our vinyasas, we can choose what's best for us. Normally it's better to warm up with Cobra and then move into Up Dog. Taking your hands under your shoulders, fingers all forward, round to the front of the thighs. Draw the shoulders back. Coming up to Cobra first of all, Virgin Asana. As you lift up, pelvis and hips and thighs are down towards the ground. The pelvis doesn't need to be necessarily touching the ground. It depends on your body and your hips. Some people can lift up quite high in Cobra with the full, with the whole of their front of their hips and pelvis on the ground. Some people, we need to lift the front of the pelvis up off the ground a bit more. Exhale, lower down. Take the hands to the sides of the ribs a little bit further down away from the shoulders. Firm the front of the thighs and the feet to the ground again. And then lift up to Cobra and then press the ground away, lifting the legs off the ground for upward facing dog. Well done. Lengthen, looking forwards. Exhale, take the knees down, tuck the toes under, and lift back the downward facing dog. Pedal it out. May feel that the lower back's been activated and stretched. Have a pedal, pausing to stretch out one side as you press that heel down. And pausing to press the other heel down. Stepping the feet together now at the back of the mat, big toes touching. Inhale, lift the right foot up. Bend the right knee for scorpion dog, looking under right upper arm. Flex the right foot and send the foot back with the knee back, opening the right hip. Then as you press the left heel down to the mat, you get a bit of an extra stretch out through the legs. Let's contact our core. As you exhale, draw the knee towards the right upper arm. Inhale, take the foot behind you and high to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring the knee through the body to the chest. Inhale, lift it up behind you and lengthen. Exhale, cross the knee over to the left upper arm. Inhale, reach it up high to the sky. Exhale, step it to the top of the mat, grounding left heel down for warrior one. As we reach our hands up, facing forwards, shoulders are over our hips and our bodies turn to the front of the mat. As you ease your shoulders, maybe just have a shrug of them a few times. We've done quite a lot of our shoulder work. Actually taking our hands to our shoulders, we can move the elbows around, making big circles. Ease out your shoulders more. Feel the legs firm, the back heel down as your root, your back glute. One more circle and breath. And then reach the hands up again, firm the palms together, look up to your thumbs, feel the back leg more, and as you bend the right knee, feel the legs bending the right knee. Exhale, let's open to warrior two, hands out to the sides, turn the palms up, look down to see the right big toe, just beyond the knee, so you check that the knee is centered to the heel. And the inner thighs are widening. As you check with the inner thighs, just tilt your pelvis backwards slightly to firm the inner thighs and activate the leg muscles more. One more breath. Let's turn our palms down towards the ground. I'll come to face you as well. And check with the arms in this different way. This is a normal traditional style with the palms down. And then turn your palms up and check what happens through your upper arms, your shoulders as well. Inhale, reach the right hand up to the sky. Exhale, right forearm to thigh, left arm up and over. And let's hold it here. 3 breaths in our side angle. Maybe the forearm stays on the thigh, that's just as good. Or you can lower the hand down to make it stronger in the legs. And maybe this back arm sweeps around the back to peel the left shoulder back more if you like that. Looking up to the sky, feel the feet both feet. And then we'll come up to the top. Now going to try triangle pose, taking our left hand to the left hip. Move your left foot up the mat a bit. Check that the right foot is straight to the top of the mat and the right knee's bent slightly, so you've got tiny micro bend. Inhale, reach the right hand forward, then down the inner seam of the leg towards about the calf or the inner knee area. You can lift up a bit. And so that you're feeling a long stretch through this left side, it's not aggravating your lower back. You can keep the hand there or lift it up to the sky. If you want to make it harder, circling this hand backwards in a big circle all the way around 3 times will stretch out your fascia line from your hips to your shoulders a lot more, especially through the left side. You can also wrap the arm around the back, peeling the left shoulder back. Last breath. Great, let's bend the right knee a lot. Take the left hand to your left hip. Let's go for half moon balance. We've all done this before. We're going to reach this right hand forward to the upper right corner of the mat. It's diagonal from the little toe and it's underneath your shoulder. Lift the left hand up when you're ready, turning to the left, looking up to the left thumb and flexing the left foot. So the left toes are forward, heel is long. Feel through the legs, the spine, the abs, everything working here. Well done. Exhale, turn to face the mat, lowering back to your plank with an inhale, press the ground away. Exhale, lowering through your own style, knees, chest, chin, chaturanga. Inhale, come to cobra, upward facing dog, lifting your heart, looking up. Exhale, back to down dog. Well done. Pedaling out the feet as you stretch it through. Have a break if you need to in child's pose. Breathing deep. Feel your breath. Equanimous breath. Well done, we just got the last side to do. Let's step the big toes together, back of the mat again, please. Inhale, lift the left foot up to the sky. Bend the left knee, look under left upper arm. Flex the foot, send the foot back. Open the hips, moving the left knee and hip back. And pressing the hands balanced. Pressing the right heel towards the ground to stretch out the legs more. One more breath. Exhale, draw the knee to the left upper arm, being strong in your high plank. Inhale, take the foot high to the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring the knee forward to your chest. Inhale, reach it high to the sky again. Exhale, cross it over to right upper arm and your twist. Inhale, lift it high up to the sky. Exhale, step it forward. Warrior one as you rise up again. Just take those arm circles if you like. Hands to your shoulders and circling the elbows around. Feel the feet. And with our back foot in warrior one, we're always trying to feel the outer edge of the foot touching the ground as well. So sometimes I'll just show you in warrior one, it's kind of hard for me to do, but you're kind of on the inner side of your foot a bit more, and that can provoke your knee injury or any hip injuries. It can provoke that. So having the back foot really flat and aiming for the outer foot and the outer edge of the foot to the ground is really helpful for you. Great, let's inhale, reach the hands up, palms together, look up, feel the back foot again, the back outer edge up through the glutes. Bend the left knee a little bit more, feel the legs looking up. Exhale, open warrior two, feet a bit wider, hands out to the sides. We check our left big toe just beyond the knee again. Reaching the hands out, turn the palms down, feel the arms lengthen to the fingers. Exhale, turn the palms up, Draw up through the inner thighs again, lower belly lifted, pressing to both feet. Inhale, lift the left hand up to the sky, exalted warrior. Exhale, left forearm to thigh for your side angle. Staying for 3 breaths and choosing your options. Again, this right hand stays at a diagonal, working the stretch through the right side, or we wrap it round the back to stretch the shoulder more, maybe lowering the hand down to stretch the legs more. And each variation, we're turning the heart up to the sky, looking up. Pressing to both feet, balance, lengthening from that back heel through the body to the head. Well done. Inhale, coming up to warrior 2. Try triangle again now. Taking the right hand to your right hip. Move the right foot in a little bit. Check the left foot straight to the top of the mat. Inhale, reach the left hand forward. And then exhale, the hand to the inner side of the leg. To the calf or the inner knee. Peeling back the right hip. Peeling back the ribs of the hand maybe. Lifting your right hand up or keeping it to your hip if you did so on the other side or you need to. Lengthen to the top hand and choose to stay still or to circle this arm round. 3 big circles, opening the shoulder wherever you are with your awareness, with your breath. Lengthening through the side bodies to the feet. Taking your right hand to your hip. Bend your left knee, looking forwards. We aim the hand diagonal to land, to be forward and under the shoulder again. Flex the foot, lift the right hand up if that's okay for you. Looking up, find your balance. Breathing through your heart, flexing this right foot. Feel the legs. Lengthen through. Well done, and then let's exhale, forward fold this time. So bring both feet to the top of the mat. Have a little sway from side to side. Now we're going to choose a forward fold for 5 breaths. When we first start, we hold on to our elbows, and you can do that again if you like that variation. Or you can have the hands dangling, and the knees can be bent. And your arms are just really floppy. Or the first 2 fingers and thumbs come to the big toes. You hold on to the big toes and you firm the big toes down, pressing the hands to the ground. Bend the knees if you have to, it's fine. And then drop your head, lifting your shoulders away from your ears with your hands on your feet. And you kind of get a bit of a counter action as you press the big toes down to the ground. You draw up through the legs, lift through the thigh muscles, feel your sit bones and hips broadening, making space in your pelvis and your lower back, lengthening with an inhale forwards down to the ground, and an exhale softening as you lift your shoulders away from your ears. Keep the pelvis and the lower belly scooped in as if you are lifting everything up to the sky, and lower belly is drawing up towards your spine. One more breath. And then releasing, let's look forwards. Widen your feet with the toes turned out to the sides of the mat, coming down for squat malasana with your hands to your heart. Pressing the elbows to the inner knees, lengthening to the crown of your head. Feel the feet now and try, it's hard for me as well, but try to feel the outer edges of the feet, just in your awareness, and notice how that changes the stretch through your legs. And then let's lower down, either one hand forward, one hand back, or both hands back, however it feels good for you to lower to the ground. Let's take a wider variation of cobbler's pose. So we move the feet in this diamond shape, Tarasana Star Seed. Let's move the hands underneath the calves and wrap them round the front of the shins, And then we nestle down, just breathing through the back of the body, relaxing to the ground, relaxing your face, your head. Maybe even letting the head drop to stretch the back of your neck and relax across your shoulders more. Maybe just swaying your head side to side if you have any tension. And having a sigh, breathing through the back of the lungs, the back of the body. One more breath. Then to come up next and bend our knees in for Navasana boat. And we have that option to roll down to our backs from boat. After boat, I'll talk you through it. So hands around the thighs, flex the feet, looking to the toes, lengthen through, lifting your lower back, lifting through your core. Drawing navel to spine. Hands can stay there or move out to the sides to make it harder. And you can work on maybe straightening the legs a little bit, maybe pointing the toes, lifting your gaze up above the feet as you do so. Then let's bend the knees, hug the knees into the body. You can either hold the shins, or if you can reach your toes, first two fingers and thumbs around the big toes again. Draw the feet to be parallel, either holding the shins or holding the toes, and hover there. And then carefully lowering to your back on the mat, have a roll, feet over your head, hold on to your shins or your toes and rock up to boat again, using your core. Have a little rock up, great, lower down again, feet over the head, and one more time, trying that rock up, holding on to your knees, your shins or your feet, looking beyond the toes, lifting through your heart. Well done, and then rolling back, let's take plow with the feet over the head, holding onto your lower back. You can have the feet hovering over the floor and bend your knees. All the toes are down and your legs are straight. You're pressing your heels over your head, so the legs are active with your back being stretched more. If you're feeling comfortable in plow, you can interlace the fingers and have the hands down to the mat, walking on top of the upper arms and the shoulders. If that's not for you, just bend your knees and enjoy it like a seed that you're wrapping your knees to your head, sealing everything in. This is great for your thyroid, metabolism, for your whole system to get a reboot. And then lifting your feet up to the sky if that's suitable for you. If we're on our first part of our period or our period's heavy, it's not advisable to do shoulder stand, headstand or inversions. It's advisable to rest, but you know your body and what's right for you. And if you've got any neck injuries or shoulder injuries, of course, it's not right for shoulder stand as well. Have a few breaths, looking to your toes in shoulder stand, breathing deep to the belly, feeling the legs. If you want to lower down and you'd like to just have the legs in the sky, you can just enjoy the legs up, maybe circling the ankles round one way and then the other, pointing and flexing your feet. And then let's lower down, let's practice fish. We're going to lower the hips onto the hands, palms facing down, to have the hands under your hips. Wriggle on top of your elbows and look down to your feet. Toes can be pointed or flexed, it doesn't matter, but engage your legs. Then lift your heart and send your head back. Big deep breaths through across your lungs, across your heart. And if the head's hovering, like I've said before, I know it's tricky for you, but stay with it. This is really good for your thyroid again, really good for your heart and your lungs. One more breath. And then tucking the chin in towards your chest, roll off your hands, and we're ready for Shavasana relaxation. If there's any other stretches that you'd like to take and that's right for you, please do so. You're welcome to do that. Otherwise, resting in your chosen stillness to come into relaxation and soak in all your practice. As you soak your practice in, feeling all the energy, all the prana, the light sealing into every cell, and the stream of light moving through you from your head all the way through to your feet, the soles of your feet, your hands, your palms. Resting in this stream of light with love and peace. As you soften your head, all the muscles of your scalp, your face, softening down through your neck, across your collarbones, softening your shoulders and arms, your fingers and thumbs, softening down through your body, through your spine, softening across your hips and down through your legs, to your feet and toes. Resting with the softness of the strength of your body. I read a translation of Shanti Path, a mantra for peace, harmony, and happiness. Shanti meaning peace and tranquility. Unto heaven may there be peace, peace in the skies and peace on earth. May all the waters and the plants know peace. May the great trees of the forest and the universe know peace. May there be peace, happiness, and wholeness for all. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. As you rest for a few more moments, sending love and peace out to the world. With thanks and gratitude for your body, for your life. Starting to wake again in your own time, moving your fingers and thumbs and toes. Rotating your wrists and ankles if you like, stretching through. Taking a stretch that feels great for you. As you hug your knees in, you'll be rocking from side to side and cycling the knees one way and then the other. You can roll onto your side for a few breaths or press up to seated. When you're ready, there's no rush. As we come to seated, let's rub our palms together
creating some heat, some friction, the warmth of our hands. Then placing your hands over your eyes with your eyes closed, feeling the warmth to your mind, to your eyes, to your senses, to be with Ahimsa, non-violence, with your thoughts and your actions, with yourself and with others. As you either open your eyes and take your hands back to your heart or keep your eyes closed, with your hands together at your heart center, with a long straight spine, let's bow to our hearts and bow to each other. Namaste. Thank you.